literally sat me in his office. He's like, "You have Parkinson's." I'm like, "Okay, I'm 41 years old. That doesn't really work for me, you know." I was like, "All right, you know, I've got young kids. I'm a coach. I've got my own business, you know, things like that." And so it was really devastating. And he just kind of let me walk out the door. You know, it was, you know, here's what to expect. I asked him, you know, what does that mean? He said, well, in 5 years you could be totally debilitated. I was looking for a new doctor. Like I said, we were at a backyard function. I think it was a fundraising event, and you know, had it. Dr. Langston spoke, and one of my really good friends who was also diagnosed, I think you're working with Anna Me. So I asked Dr. Langston if, you know, I could take a tour of the facility since I was in need of a new doctor, and he was nice enough to show me around. And it was kind of funny. I actually had asked, you know, if they were taking new patients, meaning more the institute, and he was nice enough to take me on personally as a patient. So, you know, I was thrilled to have, you know, one of the best in the world in the industry to, you know, be my personal physician. We were actually driving to Oregon on a family reunion, so long trip, and thumb just started twitching, and literally, you know, the tremor in the thumb, and I looked at my wife and I was like, that's weird, and it just didn't stop. And so I have a family full of nurses, and got up there, and my aunt had previously passed away with ALS, and so obviously everybody was concerned. And that's when I was a coach at the time and delivering, you know, doing a pitching clinic, and I'd been a pitcher my whole life and a ball player, and, you know, played sports, and I was throwing balls into the ground. I mean, my accuracy was horrible, and so I knew something else was up at that point, and went back to the neurologist and did some additional tests at that point, and kind of backed into the diagnosis. Katie usually joins me for most of the appointments, and it's actually good because we had one session a while ago. You know, depression is a major, you know, symptom of Parkinson's, and I was battling that, and whether I wanted to admit it or not. And it was interesting because she looked at Dr. Langston. You know, he did the whole meeting and appointment with me, and they looked at Katie, and he's like, you know, tell me what you're seeing. And she's like, you know, he's in a bad place. And so that honesty of, you know, him working with her as well was able to get me to admit that, you know, okay, depression, I was battling depression, and get me on some new medications that were going to help that. So they're always welcoming that families, you know, included and should be included, which I think is a great approach. I love getting up and presenting in front of people, and it's hard when hands are shaking, and, you know, you gotta put a hand in a pocket or sit on your hand, or fatigue's a major factor, so it's hard. You know, we love to be social and go out with our friends, but, you know, if traveling or a big event goes late, I know it's going to wreck me the next day. You know, I'll be exhausted the next day. And, you know, since I still am running my own business, I get up and, you know, I really try to make sure I get my workouts in. My box, I mix in yoga, I mix in regular workouts. So during the day, I'll get my workout in. Come home, I'll usually, you know, power nap in the afternoon. The one word describing the Parkinson's Institute, critical. You know, I think the more visibility we can put on this, I think that what they do, they've got great leadership right now, and you know, the growth I think is going to be great, but I think it's incredibly important, the work that they're doing, and very welcoming, you know, welcoming and kind. I think I mean, don't take this the wrong way, but, you know, this disease sucks. It's lousy. They do a really nice job of making you feel comfortable and positive and whatnot, that you're not only getting good care, but I think they take a genuine interest in, you know, in their patients, which is great.